You are welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily, and something spectacular happened in this hour, Accra. Now, I wish the people watching us from Kumasi and other parts of Ghana, and even beyond borders,
Yeah, I know, right?
would really know what we are talking about. And this is where we take on I don't know if it's Ministry of Tourism that said it, GT, whoever said it, Government of Ghana, whether it's Kenufred, whoever said it. You know the cinemas that you promised that you're going to do, and the theaters you promised that you're going to do. Now we have the people who would, give us the productions.
Yeah.
Now we are asking,
Cinemas no way. Theaters no.
Next year, David, the list of questions that we have, it'll be like the elections, so we'll postpone. Because we'll be taking everything you said, we'll be taking. Anyway, so we are back to have this conversation. You remember the last time George Quay joined us here, he said, if you do not enjoy, the gods are not to blame. He
ask
is,
your money,
with
ask
a
for your
full
money back.
chest,
Yeah.
said that
Ask for
a refund. Now, I say that on behalf of those who went to watch and those of us who are now going to watch, next week, we promise that, George, add like 10% to the thing, because, I mean, how much we paid last week, no, it no reach. No, it no reach. Charlie, did you see the magic the guy was? This is not a movie. Let's put it in proper context. Movies are very easy to bring effect and stuff like that. But when we have to let things happen on the stage, it's a whole different story, David.
Yeah.
George made, I mean, he did film on the stage, And when we talk of Andrew, so right now, George was saying that no, Andrew has to go to Hollywood. I said, and I heard the other papa say,
The money this man is making is not enough.
BBF, Andy, BBF fine artist. Help build the industry, BBF fine. Andy and George, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, right. Now, George, I'm not even going to talk to you. Andy,
The style of the day.
how do you interpret roles when you pick a script? Okay, how do you read it? How do you understand it? How do you execute what you do, your roles?
Well, there are various ways that come to me in the script.
Yeah.
It's usually everything. And the director, as you work with the director, let's say if you're working with Uncle Ebo,
Yeah.
he knows, he will want you to bring something crazy and all that. Working with George, so I kind of have a feel for what he likes.
What does he like?
Oh, I mean, he has his own way of interpreting the script and all that, and he's also very open to contributions and things like that. But with this particular role, I first encountered it in 2000.
Okay.
That was the very first time I stepped on stage.
Okay.
As an actor or as an aspiring actor.
At where?
At the Art Center.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just told my family that I wanted to go into acting, and they didn't bat an eye. They said, "Okay, go ahead."
Wow.
And
That's different.
I was living in.
Very different.
I still
That's
live in
different.
Tema.
But your family, they are there. You understand? Now I get a Hollywood part.
So so I've lived in Tema all this while,
Yeah.
and back then, I didn't have anything I wasn't making money or anything. I told my mother, she said, "Good." I told my big brother, and he was like, "Fine. What do you need?" So we rehearsed at the Art Center. So he gave me Abraham. He gave me transport money every
nice.
week to go for rehearsals.
Wow.
And back. I went in the afternoon, came home late, and all that, and everybody was fine with it. That was the single biggest blessing, because
Yes.
yeah, almost 18 years later, here we are. So back to the script.
Yes.
It's not my first time encountering the script. I was the understudy for King Odewale all those years ago.
Okay.
But I never got the chance to play him on stage, and I really
So you
wanted to.
mean the thing?
Yeah, I really wanted to very badly.
Yes.
But I never got the chance. And, life happened, Roverman, and I forgot all about it. Then George and
GQ.
Nashoko brought the script back. And I still didn't remember until I opened the script and I read the first line. I was like, hey, this thing.
I'm going to murder you.
And
time
I don't
to
know
murder.
I don't know if Nashoko told you, George. I sent her a message that this is personal.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
personal.
Yeah.
So I brought all the experience I had accumulated over the years since to bear on this one.
Yeah.
And I put a lot into all my roles, but this one was was something. It was a
throughout the whole thing, you know, reading it and now going on stage to do it, what parts, you know, really struck you that you felt very connected to it? Can you give us like some 2 lines or 3 lines? Be in character.
Oh,
by this time.
Yeah, by this time.
by this time.
No, an actor is an actor. You know, when you sleep and they tell you, they were like, you know, they were.
The iconic part, of course, is the swearing.
Yes.
Yes, but my favorites were the interactions with Aderopo, his brother, you know, and all that. And he's not here.
No.
But that scene during the very first time I did it, that is the scene that made me come alive on the stage.
Okay.
Because I was like, hey, that's what made me think, hey, this acting thing, if I make serious, I can really do it. I felt that it was that scene that brought all that.
So what did you say there?
Oh, where he said Aderopo was questioning Aderopo, interrogating him about his father and blah, blah, blah. And then Aderopo was giving him back the energy and all that. That's
let's help him. What have I done to you?
First, answer me this. Did you, Aderopo, or did you not press that I should send for that blind bat who calls himself Sia?
Oh, but
answer yes or no, young man.
Yes, I did.
No. Very well. Next question. Did you love your father or did you not?
What sort of question is
that? Did you love your father or did you not?
Of course I loved my father.
Now then, when you discovered that your father had been killed by men you did not know, why didn't you send for that blind bat to come and tell you who had killed him so you could avenge the death of the father you say you love so well?
But I sent for him.
Oh, and what did he say?
He said my father was killed by one man and not by an armed robbers gang, as was reported by the guard who came.
And did the seer mention Odewale Ogundele, as the killer of your father?
He mentioned no names.
Then why is it that all of a sudden the seer trembles to hang me by the neck as the killer of your father?
Why are you asking me? Am I the seer?
Wow!
Oh, I felt that.
You know,
no, I felt that.
I felt that. So I can imagine all these lines, you know, being delivered in the costume and on the stage with the props and everything. George, do you know the entire play, the lines?
Everybody's line in the play. I know every line from cover to cover.
He also has a history with the play.
For me, it is also the very first. I went to Fanspam School to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be a lawyer, and I was not even a literature student. I was reading history, economics, and geography. I hadn't even joined the drama club at the time. Miss Agri, God bless her soul, literature teacher and patron of the Fanspam Drama Society. They were going to stage this play as part of Speech Day celebrations. And despite, this is my height today, you can imagine it then. Of all the tall boys and everybody in the school, I was the one they picked. I didn't audition.
To play Odewale.
Get me George Quay. I thought I'd done something I was going to read.
Yeah.
So here, take the script. I said, okay. I took it. I said, have you acted before? I said, yes, I've done Chiche Kule before. Yes. Okay. You're going to play Odewale. I said, who is Odewale? He said, go look at the script. I went to look at it. It was exciting. I played, I delivered nicely. The Wesley girls, chicks came to watch. And
no, it can be so.
Yeah, hi, can I be your friend? Can I be your friend?
If that's how it is, then this place will stay here.
So I played Odewale. I delivered it nicely, and we've not looked back since. Yeah, unlike him, it was tough for me deciding to go full-time into performing arts. I recall after school when I told my dad I wanted to go to the School of Performing Arts, a man nearly lost his mind. I recall very well the question he asked me, where can concert, nobody tomonamo.
Wow.
Yeah, because at the time, the people that we looked up to were not, look, we're living in Kotobabi. Sometimes if I don't get lucky to get dropped off in school at the airport, I'd have to go to the Medina Trotro station at Newtown, pick a Trotro, get down and then enter the school. Sometimes you get to the Trotro station and some of the people we see on TV, they are there in the queue with you.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, if you want to be a doctor, I can mention this doctor and so I can show you his house, show you his cars, he's living comfortably. Mention an engineer, I can mention this, that show you. A lawyer, I can show you. You want to be an actor.
Yeah.
To be like
who?
What's a reference?
Name one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one at the time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like there weren't actors around, but those that were that comfortable, driving
Yeah.
beautiful cars, living in nice houses.
Yeah.
And to say, and Sak has mansions around, Shatawale has Stoneboy is doing great, they drive the finest
You
cars.
have money, you have
by
a
God's
beautiful
abundant
car.
grace,
Yeah.
you know, and all that. In your master's, it wasn't like that. So, though I didn't understand my dad at that time, I kind of understand him now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You understand? So it was a tough decision. People had to come in. Fortunately, Professor Martinosu had been his mate in Fanspam School.
Okay.
You know, so Prof had to come in, they spoke, and they said, don't worry, we'll take care of him. You know, and yeah, this
The
is
rest
how
is
far.
history.
So it was this same play. So
Wow.
Andrew and I kind of connect with the play in a very unique way. You know, this play carved my path, it carved how I was picked. The fact that I wasn't even a literature student. So after secondary school, I took literature, the exam, as a private student.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I aced it, and we haven't looked back since.
No,
It's-
I think it was
because
so
at the time
divine.
it was a major text at the
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
So when I got into the exam, right, I said I've played with you, and you brought questions on it.
Massacre. But George, the last time you joined us to talk about The Gods Are Not to Blame, you mentioned that if you are not impressed with what you see on
Demand a
stage,
refund.
demand a refund. You said this on TV, you said this on radio. I am not surprised that we are back to talk about The Gods Are Not to Blame and the fact that we are doing it again.
Yes.
With all the feedback you got, I'm sure you knew it was going to be good, but I don't think that you could envisage
This
how
response.
the response was going to be, you know, to a level where we have to do it again.
Yeah, not
what,
at
what,
all.
what do you pick from all this?
Let me first start by giving glory to God. And look, you can do everything that you think you're skilled to do. You can bring everything. If God does not put his hand in it,
Yeah.
forget it, it can flop. Because as actors, as producers, as directors, we did everything we could. And people have done this play on various platforms at various institutions in various countries. I have friends from the ECOWAS Parliament who came to watch it. They are Nigerians, and they even thought Andrew was Nigerian. They said, "No, are you sure? You
Everything
sure say
should
this
come
boy?"
from Nigeria.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, look, see the man's structure now, see face. I swear you be Igbo man."
They were using you as a reference point.
You know.
You had giants in that.
You know. So see the man. He said, are you sure he's not one of those Nigerians who maybe was born in Ghana and has
Look
grown
at
up?
them.
Because Charlie, he's delivered, and they admitted that this was the best. The gods are not to blame. They had seen. These are people who
Yeah.
have seen it. Because you know it was a
Yeah,
text
yeah,
across
it's-
West Africa, so
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people know
Yeah.
the story. You know, and they admitted it was the very best they had seen. And some of them are actually coming back to see it from one day to Wednesday. Yeah, they're arriving on Sunday, you know. So for me, I think it was all just God, because the fact that everything worked seamlessly. Look, I don't know if I mentioned the other day that we never really had time to do enough run-throughs of this play. We didn't even do more than 4 run-throughs or more
Wow.
than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Really?
Yeah. Large cast. Everybody had something to do.
Yeah.
And Andrew will tell you, I'm not the type who likes to rehearse for long hours. We are doing too many other things. You cannot dedicate all the time to. So maybe at most 2 hours. So within the 2 hours, sometimes we end where the next actor is not available. We want to continue, but the next person to come
It's
in is
not
not
there yet.
available.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste everybody's time because I don't believe in people standing in for people all the time.
No.
So if the person is not there, let's move on.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, I mean, we would close. So we never really had everybody. The few times that we had everybody, we tried run-throughs and all that. So on that opening day, that first show was actually a proper tech dress rehearsal.
Wow.
Because even the night we set for our technical dress rehearsal, our sound was not in place, our lighting was not properly done, sound effects, everything was not ready.
Wow.
So that first show was our tech dress rehearsal.
How did
A
that
few,
go?
an hour to the thing, they were still building
Yeah, we're
the
still
set.
building the set. We're
The
not done.
stairs
The
were
stairs
still
were
getting
still
built.
not done. You know, they
So
had
how
the
did you
care
pull
stairs.
through?
Yeah, look, God. I just
Wow.
give it to
Wow.
God. If it's and somebody would say, why would God want to come through for you for a play that is talking about gods and spirits and all that? Because God is artistic, not
Yeah.
scientific.
Exactly.
He's interested in the human endeavors.
God is artistic, not scientific. The world was not created from science; it was created from art.
Art.
Let there be
Yeah.
light. That was
There was
poetry.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Bars,
God loves
you know?
good art.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
Now,
way it is.
Andy, let me ask you this. I'm
Yeah.
not going to ask George. Do you agree with me that the gods are not to blame should move beyond Accra?
Oh yeah, I mean definitely, but it's a question of logistics and.
That's why I said I'm not asking him.
Yeah, that the Lumbers on Sikasem.
Not only, I believe not only should this play move beyond Accra, it should move beyond Ghana.
Yes.
because anybody who has come to see it will attest that this play, the caliber of the effects, the performances, the costumes, this play is too good and too big to stay even in Ghana.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you totally. Not just in Accra, it should go out of Ghana.
Super. Now, you know, I'm asking this because I remember when I was in Legon, you remember we did Lion King?
Yeah.
Yes.
With Derek.
Exactly. And then Ivan was there, Kwashiga was there. Ivan said, no, this production is so good. Can we now take it to National Theatre?
Yeah.
This was a student production. He
Yeah.
just came in to watch and he felt, let's do something beyond that. He took it upon himself to make sure that the production was done in National Theatre. I'm saying this because, George, I think that we need to move beyond just the arts people, you know, coming together to stage a play is beautiful. And then what? Can we now begin to have roundtable discussions? You know, I'm sorry, but I don't think that government is going to do anything for us. Honestly, this is, I stand to be corrected. If it's not so, prove me wrong. But with what I've seen so far.
There is only one favor we ask of government.
Yeah.
We pay a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
And I said this on another media organization, and of course, people took it differently. My point is this: we don't have a problem paying taxes, but use our taxes to develop our sector.
Yeah.
Why do we pay so much taxes? And you know, sometimes we don't make enough profit as compared to the taxes we pay. So why do we pay so much taxes and people still go and sit at the National Theatre and have to fund themselves?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why should we pay so much taxes and people go to places and they want to use the washroom, they have to cross the street and go to either Kempinski or Movenpick? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
We're paying the taxes. Your taxes
The barest minimum.
use it to develop our sector.
Yeah.
That is all.
But you know, I strongly believe that we have persons in this country who love the arts. You know, I mean, when productions are going on, when concerts are going on, you see the caliber of people who move from their homes to come queue, you know, and come watch. Sometimes they see through, they come late, you know, they don't get parking,
Very
but they're
true.
still going
They are
around,
still going around
to
looking
find
for
it.
places to
George,
park.
you see, when there are certain people in the space that go beyond just a director, just an actor, they go beyond, look at the business aspect of the whole thing. I see you as one of such persons. Can we begin to, you know, hold, like we did for Galamsey, we did for the water, stuff like that. Can we now have proper roundtable discussions, you know, conversations
bring in business
on
people and
arts,
all
you
of
know, on theater, or start bring business people. So for instance, you are doing this. Can we begin to look at, okay, let's get the people who are interested, who have the means to say that, okay, let's start from Ghana. Okay, let's take The Gods Are Not to Blame. So one play, let's take it round the country and see how, isn't it about time?
You're absolutely right. And I keep telling people, look, if you think that the creation of the Burna Boys, the Wizkids, the Davidos is just by chance, or you think it's because they are so talented, you're wrong. Once upon a time, a certain country had some big men sit down and say, look, why is it that our global image is so bad? Anywhere our name is mentioned, they think we're this, we are that, we are that. Why don't we start changing that narrative? How can we do it? We can use the arts, we can use music. So big people came together and started investing in certain musicians and certain talents and certain brands. Those are the Burna Boys, the Wizkids, and the Davidos and stuff that you see. You think it's that easy? You think we don't have talent here who can break through the world like this? No, it's all money. And somebody needs to believe in the brand enough to want to put it in. Now that is the problem we have here. And you see, sometimes I also blame us in the media. Imagine if all our big shots in the media, all our Fremas, yourself, our Benadavles and they decide to, let's say, even one day in the week, our top radio morning show discussions, we are dedicating it to art, tourism. If that is happening on Citi FM, it's happening on Joy FM, it's happening on Peace FM, it's happening on Asase Radio, it's happening on Radio GTV, it's happening everywhere, one day every week. And we are picking various aspects of our art. Our parliamentarians are going to hear it. If the Minister of Tourism has been dragged here, he's sitting here and he's being thrown questions that he himself cannot answer. He will move it, he will escalate it. If the person sitting at the diaspora office, at the office of the president, has been drawn onto a Citi FM interview and Benadavle is hitting him hard with the questions, and they realize, because a lot of these people, we know the problems, but trust me, we think they know, but a lot of the times they don't even know. A lot of the time they don't even know. You understand? We've gone to do our production, we've done our play, people have come, we've clapped, they've finished, they've gone home. You understand? We are the only ones who go home to cry.
Exactly.
Because when they came, people came. When they had our adverts, they had, and proudly brought to you by Citi FM and Citi TV, blah, blah, blah. Some of them would even think Citi TV has actually given you money without realizing that what we are doing now is actually money.
Yeah.
Just that Citi TV did not give it to us in cash. It
Yeah.
isn't airtime.
Yeah.
But we still need the cash to make it happen. And the cash is there. Our politicians have not been made to realize the true value or benefit of this industry. And I think it is us. We give so much attention to politics, to infrastructure, to education, to health. We always neglect the very reason we're all here today.
Yeah.
Everything happening on this station right now is art, but we are the very people who neglect it. Pick today's newspapers. Let's go through all the newspapers. And I bet if you're going to see anything on art, culture, or tourism, it's going to be about what? 0.5%? But go.
If at all.
If at all.
Yeah.
But go through. But meanwhile, the manufacturing of a newspaper itself is art.
Yeah.
But are the people at graphic aware? Are the people at Daily Guide aware? Are the people at Chronicle aware? Are the people at the publisher aware? Because when you put a graphic designer behind a machine to design a newspaper, that right there is art.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why is it that we're using our skill to give so much attention to other sectors to our
And
detriment?
not our very own.
Not our very own. That is why
I am just curious about something really quickly before we wrap up. Have you considered the possibility of doing a production from the TV side of The Gods Are Not to Blame? In the sense of like a Tyler Perry, because you see, I look at what Tyler has done, right? And I ask myself, I said, look, I've never been to the States.
Yeah.
I've never stepped foot on the state.
And
you
you
see,
the same territory.
but I've watched lots and lots and lots of Tyler Perry stuff, and I love Madea. I love the character. I love what they've done.
Yeah.
You see, and many of the things they've done are not movies.
Yeah.
They are
Stage.
actually stage plays
Stage, yeah.
that have been done. I'm wondering if this conversation has come up. You know, and
No,
whether you're looking
we've
to do
thought
this.
about it. It is doable. But you see, we're in a space where if we do that now, we may kill theatre. Our theatre died. And thanks to somebody like Uncle White, it's gaining prominence one more time. Because when everybody else left it, he was this lone ranger.
Yes.
And he has money to give us, blessed us with talents like this gentleman
Yeah.
right here. We start that now, we may kill theatre. We may kill the culture of
That's
going
very
somewhere to watch
Yeah.
a play.
That's
It may be a
very
bit too early.
Yeah.
Let us continue to develop it. Let us develop a culture. And I keep telling people it's alternative entertainment and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's something that is safe for the
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
When I say, look, the other time I did a comparison between attending a music concert and again it was taken out of context. The fact is that music concerts are good. But if I want to attend a music concert, I cannot take my two little girls.
No.
I have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. I cannot take them.
No,
to
you
a music
better
concert.
not.
You understand? Because a music concert is most likely going to start at about what, 10, 11 p.m. You understand? We're going
And
to
we
end
close
around
tomorrow
2,
morning.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you know tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I cannot take my kids. But you're coming to watch a play.
Yeah.
We're starting at 7 p.m. We start on time, 7 p.m. By 8:30, we're done. You can still go home. You can talk about it. It's a family day out.
Yeah.
You can even stop by Osu, grab something on your way to or
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
You know, these are, and it's not as, a music concert will probably cost you minimum 300, 350, 400 CDs. This is just 150 CDs.
Yeah.
And guess we have even student rates
Yeah.
and all that. And we have family packages and everything.
Fantastic.
So it is alternative entertainment that we ought to grow. And you see the impact that it has on society.
Yeah.
This man speaks so well. You think it's by chance, it is because of theatre. You understand? He is well groomed, he is a gentleman. Theatre shapes society in ways people don't even
It does.
appreciate.
Yeah.
It does.
It develops people, it develops the mind, it makes you smarter. You think it's that easy chewing all those lines and remembering them
Charlie.
and spitting them back
Yeah.
And
it
taking on
builds you.
different characters.
Taking on different characters. And the good thing about it, if you put this man in any role in Ghana today to function, give him just 3 months or a month tuition, and he'll probably do better than whoever is doing that
I
job right now.
agree.
Any sector.
Yes.
I dare anyone.
Anyway,
Try me.
George, you
Make
see-
me president of Ghana and see something.
No, maybe I don't know. You are president, man. So,
When is it happening?
Yeah,
Where-
yeah,
give us the
Yes,
details.
Monday to Wednesday.
Okay.
Monday 18th, Tuesday 19th, and Wednesday 20th of December
Okay.
at the National Theatre at 7 p.m. Right?
Super.
7 p.m.
On the dot.
Only one
on
show.
The, on the dot. One show per night. Just one show, so be there.
Okay.
we came to one show because those that saw it will tell you. On every day at the second show, I was crying for this man.
And they spoke about the flashback, and
The scene with
you
the
see the fact that I can tell everything that happens. It means that I've really. So they said the flashback.
The flashback scene
So
was crazy.
Andy was standing here in a flash. He had changed. How did you do? Anyway, it's okay. Look, if we're talking about that, producer, I said it's time. But George, really think about the fact that let's find time. If it's once a month or something, let's begin this physical meeting to discuss,
it's
to
important.
talk. Because I see some rich men in this country. I always say that I think we should help them, define how to spend their money. And I think they would love to do it.
Show them that
exactly there's
there's
value in this.
Yes.
Once we show them there's
Yeah.
value, they'll
Yes.
be interested.
But
in
we
putting
cannot do it without you.
No, of
You
course.
also need to give it.
No, of course.
Let's start with just one day in a week. Just one day. Radio, television, everywhere, one day. And all these newspapers, dedicate 1 or 2 pages to just art.
You're right.
Just
Where do we get the ticket this time
Yes,
around?
we are digital only, and then
Okay.
at the door, www.imagebureaugh.com, or you can use our USSD code. Just dial *711 *11 *25 hash. I don't even know why they call it short code. I don't know what.
It's a long
Can you
story.
imagine?
711
Because it's not supposed to be that long,
*25 hash.
All right,
Yes.
so Andy, thank you very much. Joy, thank you very
Thank you,
much. You
thank you,
guys
thank
are
you.
doing amazingly well. I mean, it's so incredible, how you can really bring a script out to make all of us, have these kind of emotions and live through it and want to see it again. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Monday when you are doing what you love to do best. George, all the best.
Bless you, and thanks to you, Citi FM and Citi TV. We're truly, truly grateful for all the support.
Maybe in future, come, let's do something together.
I'm always available.
Yeah, you come on
Yes.
stage.
Fema is a great actress, by the way. You people do not know.
For now, let me just mind
She
my business.
is a great actress. You people do not know.
One day, George will put me on stage.
Very
If a
soon.
George's play, I will do.
Very, very
All
soon.
right, so